Okay, so you want to sell your house, you looked around, you saw that houses that are fixed up and all nice get more money, and you want to get more money for your house, so you say, okay, let's do that. Let's rehab our own house and sell it for more money. But you don't know where, you don't have access to these funds. Maybe it's $20, $30, $50,000 to rehab your house, and you don't have it on hand. What should you do? I want to take it first a step backwards and say, let's ask the right questions and make sure you really want to go through this experience, which could be lengthy, could be mistakes along the way. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. Is it really worth it? So my first step would be to go back one step backwards and ask the question in an intelligent way, in numbers. What am I going to net with selling my house as is versus what am I gonna net rehabbing it in the extreme way, like go all the way? And for the sake of this exercise, what if I just did something in the middle? So I didn't break the whole house and build it anew. I just painted the kitchen cabinets, maybe a new countertop, maybe new flooring and paint, basically middle way rehab. So should I do nothing and sell? Should I go halfway or should I go full way? How do I know? So let's start with that. The step number one is you need to meet with a realtor that understands a little bit about how this works. I would call it an investor-friendly realtor. All right, maybe somebody who's working with investors, or he understands or she understands how it works with the numbers. Basically, if you put this much, this is how much you're gonna get. If you put that much, that's how much you're gonna get. Once you found this realtor, also find the right contractor. We have other videos to explain how to find the realtor, how to find the contractor. You found them both. You have the realtor that understands how it works. You got the contractor. Meet possibly with both of them together, if not then separate, and ask the question. First with the realtor. So tell me, how much am I going to sell the house as is? And what is my net number that I walk away with after expenses, closing costs, etc.? Give me that number. Now, give me another number for going middle way. Let's say in Vegas, middle way would be considered $10 a foot, something like that. So if your house is 1,500 square feet, spend about $15,000. What is that going to bring the price? And most importantly, what am I going to net? Bottom line, net. This is the number that you need to compare, not the sales price, the net price after all expenses. And then that's an educated decision. If I net 300, let's say sell the house as is, 315,000, net 300. All right. Sell middle way will get you 335,000, but would cost you the 15,000, 20,000 to get there, and you net the same amount. I'm just giving an example, right? It's not necessarily how it's going to be, but so if you net 300 here and 300 here, why would you go through that? And lastly, what am I going to sell the house if I go full rehab, a new kitchen, new cabinets, new countertops, new tile floor, everything. In Vegas, we would call that $25 a foot rehab. What am I going to sell the house at that point? And if the number is, let's say, $375, you get with a contractor and you say, how much would it cost me to get to look like that house that closed a month ago? And you show him the pictures. This is your comp. This is what you're aiming for. How much is it going to cost me to get there? So you get that number. You get the number for the middle way, and get back with the realtor and get the net numbers. So 300, and let's say 315,000 with a full rehab. Let's say that these are the numbers. Now you can make an educated decision. Yes, it makes sense. I want $15,000 more, and it looks like that's what I'm going to get. So let's go for it. All right. So you decided it makes sense. The net numbers make sense, and you want to go for it. But where do you get the money? So we'll start with the easiest way, but also the riskiest way. And for that reason, not a method that I would encourage or recommend, but it is easy. You can get a loan just like that very easily by going with a hard money lender. So the hard money lender is easy. It's going to be easy for you to get the money. It's easy to find them, but there's a high risk. You're going to pay a lot in interest. If anything goes wrong and you keep paying and paying and paying, that could be a little bit risky. So not the most recommended way, but is the easiest way. How do you get a hard money lender? Just Google hard money lender Las Vegas, hard money lender St. Louis. All right, wherever you are, hard money lender, and you'll find a list of them, and you can call them. When you call them, ask them for the terms, and you should know they're going to charge you anywhere between 10% and probably over 20%, depending on who you get. So try to get the closer you get to 10%, that's pretty good. If you can find a hard money lender that will lend you money at 10%, that's very good. On top of that, they will charge you points. What is a point? A point is 1% of the loan. So if the loan is $50,000, 1 point would be $500. All right. They're going to ask for points up front. So a point is basically the percent, and you pay it right away. As soon as you get the loan, you give them back 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, depending on their terms. So see how many points they're going to charge you. If you get, again, a hard money lender at 10% per year plus 2 points up front, that's pretty good. So that'll be your option number one. Not necessarily so recommended. You can find cheaper money than that. Number two, you can go on Facebook. So, for example, you can join investors groups on Facebook. So you can look for real estate investor Las Vegas, all right? And join the groups and ask them, hey, anybody knows, look for private money. Private money at least has a chance that you are connecting with a person and not a company. And a person that has a lot of money laying around and wants to put it into use. And if you hook up with a person like that is considered private money, you have a chance to get better terms. And you're going to have to negotiate and make sure it's going to have to be a win-win for both. All right. So option number two is look for it on Facebook. Investor groups. You can ask in the group. You can also do in the search bar hard money or private money in that group, and it'll show you if anybody spoke about it or mention names, and you can go from there. So that'll be your option number two. Option number three, ask your family and friends. You never know. A lot of times you have a family member or a close friend that does have the money laying around. He's making zero on it or 0.00 something in the bank, and you can offer them, I don't know, if you want to negotiate something good, maybe you can offer them a good return, but just at the end, with the house sales if possible. So that those would be terms that will be beneficial for you. So ask family and members and friends, tell them your intention, tell them exactly what you're doing, and come up together with terms that make sense for both of you, make sense for them and make sense for you. Option number four, if you have a relationship with your doctor, if you have a doctor that some people are close with their private doctor and they have a relationship, you can bring it up in a conversation and see they may have money laying around and would like to invest and enjoy the 8% or the 10% or whatever you're going to offer. So that could be an option. Option number five, get an equity line of credit. So if you have equity in the house, equity means that the difference between the value of the house and where your loan is at. So let's say your house is valued at $400,000 currently, and your loan is $250,000. That means that you have equity of $150,000. So a lot of banks would offer you a loan against that, the equity. So it's called equity line of credit. You can go into your bank and ask them about that. Number six would be your local bank, whether it's Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, anything like that, a local bank. Go into the branch and ask if they provide constructions loan. If they do, that's what it's for. So that'll be your option number six. Option number seven, some iBuyers. For example, as of the recording now, I know one of the iBuyers is OfferPad, and they actually provide that as an option. So they will provide you an option of rehabbing your house and sell it for a higher price. You can look into that. All right, number 8, speak to a cash buyer. So you may know a cash buyer. How do you know a cash buyer? Maybe you'll be receiving those yellow postcards in the mail, say, I want to buy your house. Or they called you or they text you and you have now some kind of a relationship with a local cash buyer. Talk to them about that. You may arrive at terms that make sense for both of you and them. So they will come up with the money for the construction. Good for you. And on top of that, something that could be good for you is they come up with all their expertise. They know the investor-friendly contractors that will cost less in the rehab. They know, they have all the relationships and the knowledge, and they know what dollar brings in $2. And that's super important. We talk about it in other videos, but you need the knowledge and experience of somebody who says, if you put in $1 in door handles, or if you put it in this kind of countertop in the kitchen, or different areas, every dollar you put in is going to give you back $3, $4, $5. Makes sense. There are other areas that you may think make sense, but they're going to lose you all that money. So that's another advantage. If you choose to go with a local cash buyer, he's going to bring in all of his experience, will tell you where it's wise to invest money, where it's wise to not invest money, also what kind of materials to buy. There are materials that are great quality and at a great price and get you the return, while other materials may cost too much and not give you the return and may not even be that much of a better quality or just not necessary. So something like this could be a win-win for both of you. They get to enjoy whatever they negotiate with you about the profit at the end. You get to enjoy them putting up the money for the construction and giving all the expertise. In a way, they're giving you a course for free, if you want to look at it that way. So these are the some of your options that you have if you decided that you want to fix your house, to sell it for a higher price. You didn't have the money up front. Now you have plenty of ways to go at it. And as always, if you're looking to sell your house, feel free to get in touch with us. You can call me directly and I'll be happy to talk with you and see what situation you're in and help you to either done for you where we can generate offers for your house, or do it yourself, help you with the methods of how to attract a lot of offers for your house so you can sell it for a higher price. It's always better to sell your house with multiple offers. Then you're not guessing how much it should sell for. You're not thinking, you're just seeing from the offers that come in. So feel free to get in touch with us and we'll see you on the next video.